Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario World. The last part we completed all the special worlds, and now it's time to finally finish off the game. With Bowser's Castle as overly done as it is. Now the thing is about this place is that it has numbered doors. Each door leads to a different area. Door 1 leads to an auto-scrolling room with giant pencils that smash into the ground, potobos, and yellow, green, red, blue, and blocks. Door 2 leads to a series of fences with climbing Koopas and flying potobos. Door 3 leads to a maze with many blocks and the new Mecha Koopa enemy which we'll encounter later on. And you can find a 1-up mushroom and a cape feather in there. And Door 4 leads to a room full of floating platforms with the little sparks and the hotheads. I chose this one because it is the overall easiest. Now this one, whatever you do not choose Door 5. Door 5 is a room filled with spike pillars and thwomps. And you're gonna need to run your way through that as best you can. Door 6 is an underwater room with dry bones that throw bones at you, fish bones, ball and chains, and spikes. Door 7 is full of gray Bowser statues that shoot fireballs, and a gold Bowser statue, which we'll never encounter now, that pursues you. And Door 8 here is just filled with charging chucks. You need to enter at least 2, so I recommend doing 2 and 8. It's the safest route there is. I want 2 cape feathers. There we go. See you again. Charge and check. Now, this area right here is where the back door would take you if you were, to take that door. And we get the returning Ninja from Mario 2 USA. Wasn't that game supposed to be a dream? Okay then. And these are the Mecha Koopa enemies. They are actually technically immortal unless you spin jump on them. Otherwise they'll just come back up after a while. Also, I should mention during the final boss, I'm actually going to have 2 cape feathers because I actually had to re-record that entire boss fight due to recording issues. And now you're pretty much good because there's no time for this boss battle. And with his majestic Koopa clown car, it's Bowser himself. And 3 phases to this fight. First off, he flies in a smiley face formation. Nice little detail there, by the way. And pretty much does nothing to attack you. Aside from throw Mecha Koopas at you, which you need to stomp on and then throw them at his face. And don't let that happen. I'll admit, I'm really clumsy in this fight for some reason, and I don't know why, because when I first recorded it, which I had a perfect run, but this time when I decided to re-record it due to recording issues, I sucked. Don't you love it when that happens? The first phase, in fact, every one of his 3 phases only takes 2 hits to take down, it's just whether or not you can get to him. Also, Bowser looks really creepy. Not sure whether or not it's not the fact that the spikes on his back actually look sharp, or I'm not sure. He's really green, though. Then again, this was back when he was... No, actually, no, he was called Bowser in this game, wasn't he? The King Koopa name was done. He was Bowser by this point, so, yeah. Huh. He's not King Koopa no more. After you've hit him twice, he does this little fire attack, which is really easy to dodge if you know your placement. Yeah, if you know your placement well enough. Then Princess Peach will try to get out of the car and throw you a mushroom. Phase 2, he actually stays up towards that altitude, but his attack actually changes. In fact, he actually has an attack now. Which is to drop bowling balls on you, which you can simply spin jump over. Well, you tried, Bowser, you tried. That aside, though, their hitbox is kind of wonky at times, but you can still spin jump on top of them, so it'll all be good. It's really annoying when it hits just below him, because it still won't count. It has to actually hit his sprites. Or at least the rectangular hitbox it seems to have. So yeah, this is our epic final boss, guys. Really easy, actually. Kind of a letdown, because I think Wendy was a better fight than this. And because I actually, you know, had possibilities of dying in that. This one, I didn't die at all. In fact, Larry was a more dangerous boss fight, because in fact he had lava. Anyway, that's the end of the second phase. After some more fire, we start the final phase, which is the weirdest of the three in terms of strategy, really. Well, not really weird, more like just kind of keep your eyes open. With one last mushroom from our princess. Apparently, metal can change its face. Okay then, that kind of creeped me out when I was a kid, actually. I'm not sure why a clown card could change its face, but it does, and I think it keeps that face from now on in the rest of the series. Or at least, quite often. I actually find Phase 3, aside from the fact that the first phase can't hit you, to be the easiest phase, because he's actually really easy to predict where he's going. Like that. And, ladies and gents, we just beat the game. We rescued the princess. Aww, Mario's blushing. Mario's adventure is over. Yeah, right, we still got another 20 years. Mario, the princess, Yoshi, and his friends, the eggs that we rescued from their castles, are going to take a vacation, but we were on a picnic. In fact, I forget if I mentioned that at this point. But on the Game Boy Advance version, the reason that the game said that Peach, Mario, and Luigi were here was for a picnic. And speaking of which, what about Luigi? Is he the fireworks? I mean, I know they have a green trail when they start. Oh god, he's the fireworks. Ugh. In fact, yeah, we never saw Luigi once this entire game. No, it's a heart. And now, time for one of the catchiest credit themes in game history. Oh my god, I love this track. But it really gets stuck in your head. But, yeah, that was Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. And I gotta say, I think it still holds up extremely well to this day. Challenge is very well balanced. It starts off pathetically easy, but gets a good escalating challenge as you go. Graphically speaking, for early Super Nintendo, it looks really great. Vibrant backgrounds, expressive sprites, and some good little visual humor every here and there. Musically speaking, obviously, I love it. It's almost variations of one theme, but it works so well for some reason, I don't know why. Whenever I'm playing this game, especially when I was recording it, not doing the commentary, obviously, I was humming along constantly. Level design-wise, I honestly think it's the best Mario to date, because Mario 1 was just plain, but it was also the start. Mario 2 USA, we don't talk about that one, or Lost Levels. Mario 3 just had some weird problems with it. New Mario and such are all just kind of bland at times, but this one just feels so refined to me, I'm not sure why. I can tell you for a fact that this is my favorite 2D Mario game. It's not my favorite overall Mario game, that probably goes to something on the spin-off side, or maybe even on the 3D side, I'm not sure. But yeah, fantastic game, and you know what's kind of sad? I did all that, and we're only about halfway through the credits. We get this nice little ending sequence for all 4 colored Yoshis. And speaking of which, I just realized, why didn't these colored Yoshis have their special abilities in Yoshi's Island? That would make the game so much easier. And the friends hatch into teeny little babies. And now for the second part of the credits, which is the cast call for the enemies. Yeah, those things were called Paragoombas, and we can finally figure out if those things were called Blargs or Balrogs. I think it's Blarg now, actually. You see, you can't see me, but I actually am dancing along to the song a little bit. Koji Kondo, I think this was Koji Kondo's work, wasn't it? I'm not sure. Also, the Pigeon Build, that's what the Bullet Bills turn into once you do the Autumn change. It's kind of creepy looking. Thank God there's no bonsai version of them, because that would be kind of creepy to see a big sprite with those beady eyes looking into my soul. If you want to play this game, though, you can get it on a lot of stuff. You can either get the original Super Nintendo version, you can get the All-Stars version with Mario World, which is sadly not the version they released to the Wii for some reason. You can download it on the Game Boy Advance version, which is this with a couple extra stuff added, some changes made, and a really washed out color scheme due to the fact that the SP wasn't made yet. and then you got the Virtual Console releases: Wii, Wii U, I think 3DS. So pick it up if you can. I highly recommend it. This is one of those games that I can just plug in, start up, and sit back and relax while playing. I can't even do that with most Mega Man games. The only Mega Man games I can do that with are Classic 6 and X1. And maybe Battle Network 6, depending on my mood. And that says a lot. In fact, there's not many games I can do that with in general. It's just those 3 games and Resident Evil 4, actually, I can do that with. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, because this one was a lot of fun, and the entire reason I decided to do this game was because about a week before I started recording this, at least gameplay-wise, Bob Hoskins, the guy who played Mario in the live-action Super Mario Bros. Movie, died. And he was one of my favorite actors, so I decided to make this in a bit of his decided to do this in his honor just a bit, even though I know he didn't like doing that movie. Rest in peace, good sir. Your work in Hook and, Roger Rabbit shall be remembered for eternity. But, with that, and Luigi's blue mustache, odd, I'm gonna need to end this off here. This is one of those end screens that won't go away until you reset the console. Thank you guys for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play, or whatever that may be. Next time we're in the Mario universe, though, we're either going to be doing a spin-off, or probably something on the original NES. Probably Mario USA, because I love that song that's in that game all over the place. So yeah, see you guys then.